Carrie here, Hot Mesh Mom. I'm just getting set up. Actually forgot to get water for my painting cup. So let me get this refreshed. How are you? There it is. Oh, let me turn my volume down too. Ooh. Crazy. Okay. So I'm going to be painting this. Isn't this so cute? I think it's 11 inches. Can you give me a little bit of water? Thank you, babe. 11 inches from here. No, it's 13. It's 13 and a half inches. 13 and a half inches by, you have the water ready?
Yeah.
Oh. 13 and a half inches by, I don't know what the numbers are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, that's a 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Almost 10. Like 9 3/4. Might even be 10 with this on here. Let's push this up. Let's see. Yeah, it's about 10. So 13 and a half by 10 is what it is. And I'm just going to jump right in. Okay, so here's a piece of cardboard. Let's get the tape here. Some painter's tape. Let's go long ways like this. So take your painter's tape, take a piece of cardboard. I use the cardboard because then I can move it around. If I tape it to the table, I can't move the table. Roll the edges in like this. And then you're going to, this is sticky side up. You're going to put this right here on your board. Okay. So look, sticky side up. You want that like that. Let's do another one. And forewarning, if you guys don't know, I have a dog. She's been really good today, but she just barks at the wind. So if she starts barking, I'm sorry. She's loud and obnoxious at times. And then I'm just going to tape this down so it doesn't move. Okay. And you can see, ooh, that was really long. You can see I've used this quite a few times already. And I didn't mean to do that. I just foobarred this. Okay, well, when that happens, look, we're just going to tear it off and save our patience for something that really matters. And start over. Isn't that funny? Wow, didn't know that this thing was going to win me today. Crazy. Okay, let's try this again. This goes over here. There. Whew. Almost lost it, you guys. Anywho. Hi, Stephanie. Okay, so there's the cardboard. This is down because it's holding these two, and this is sticky side up. Why did I do that? Because we're going to take all of these little pieces and put them on here. But first thing we're going to do is when I cut these out, they're all nested together and they come out in their own like rectangle. That's so that they don't fall out of they don't fall to the bottom of the machine. So they have all these little tabs right here. I'm just going to make sure that those are not sticking up. So I'm just going to take every single one of these and lightly sand these tabs off so you don't see little pieces sticking out. Okay. And then I'm going to glue it or tape it to the thing. Now, one thing I like to do is I have my computer screen up with the actual the designer who designed this does a painted version. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the like colors together. So like I would paint all the orange, all the purple, the green, so that way I'm not bouncing around to different colors all over the place. So I'm just going to do that now, and then I'll talk you through it, why I'm doing that. So black is here. These are black. Oh, another thing is when you're doing your pieces, make sure that when you grab them, that they are the side that you want them to be painted. So these eyeballs really don't make a difference, but like this brim of the hat, it might be equal, but I want to make sure that this side is up, so when I paint it, it is the right way. Same thing with the glasses. Let's see. The glasses fit. Yep, and these are going to be green. So what we're doing is we're doing green over here, a light lavender, what is that? Lilac mist, so a light purple. This is going to be orange. This bow is going to be orange. So I'm just going to go through and sand all these little pieces and then put them all together on the cardboard. This is green. These little gumdrop hands, these are all white. I'm going to do white off the thing because the whole base needs to be white. These are all orange. So let's just line this up here. And you know what? I'm going to actually pull up my phone so I can see comments. Because if I'm trying to look at this picture, let me see if I can make it smaller. Oops. Let me pull this up. Hi, Shauna. Hi, Shirley. Thanks for being here, you guys. Let me pull. I'm trying to make a little screen of this picture so that I can have comments up and the picture. There we go. Boom. I can do hard things. How you guys been? I've missed you so much. So I survived the first week of school. So good. My kids are so good. I'm so lucky and blessed that they're just amazing people. This is purple as well. This camera's at an odd angle because I didn't like the way it was before, so I moved it. And I think I like the other way, but we're just going to leave it for now. I have this like boom arm, and I can't find the other pieces to it. So, you know, we packed everything up when we moved out of the shop. So I only have one. There's like this arm extender that goes on it. Well, I only found one piece. I don't know where the other pieces are. So that's pretty ridiculous. So we'll just make do with what we have. Okay, purple, green, orange. This is yellow. I need a yellow. Let me move some stuff here. More like this one. Yeah, let's use Sunbeam. Okay, yellow, and then this is black. If you're looking to get this set, this and the other ones that I listed this weekend are all 20% off. So this is 20% off. This guy, I just bumped him. They're not all glued down. This is like a, they're calling it a leaner, so it just leans, but it's like a picket fence sign for autumn. And then let me grab these ones. These, the two arches. So you have the large arch and the small arch. All these pieces are 20% off. It ends tonight. These are all the new ones. And the arches go in here. I painted that, so this comes out. It's interchangeable. So this is the small arch. And this one says which piece. This is also in there. And then this one is the large arch sign, interchangeable. You just pop it out. And that's what the arches go to. There's a bunch of different signs in there. I have more that I need to get done and up to, but anywho. Another star, which is yellow. And then this hat brim is black. So I'm just gonna put that off to the side. Well, let's put the yellow right here. I'll put that right there. Black. And then this piece is purple. And then this one is black and green. So we'll just put it there. Okay. And then this is all black. And then there's spacers because this rests on here like this. And if you buy any of my pieces, any of the lines that you see, that's how it comes. So we're able to take the letters and glue them on top of here, and you know exactly where they need to go, so you don't have to try and figure it out on your own. That's what the lines are for. And these spacers, we're not going to paint those or anything. They just go here like this. So this isn't just, you know, wobbling all over. It's actually supported right there. Okay, so we'll just put those to the side. This whole thing, oh, besides her, this whole thing is white. Oh, and his hat. His hat is black. Okay, so put that there. There, this is all white. This is all white. This is black. And then this is also black. So the first thing I'm going to do, let's glue the base here. So this goes together like this. And then the bottom piece right here fits in there. So let's do this first so we can get this out of the way. And the glue I'm using is just regular wood glue. Oh my gosh. If you guys hear Owen, he is a maniac. He's screaming at his friends playing games. So we're just going to do this. I am going to clip it. Like that. And then it goes in. This is the shelf sitter part. It fits in like this. Well, if the clips weren't there, it would fit right in. It fits in like this, okay? And that's how it stands up. So we're just going to set this off to the side. After you glue it, I'm holding it so that I know that these two are flush, okay? There's a thing there. Also, I want to show you guys something else, which is if you're painting, it's a great investment, in my opinion. Like a one and done type of thing. I got these on Amazon. If you want to know when I talk about Amazon, if you go onto my main page, just Hot Mesh Mom here on Facebook, I have on the bio, I have my Amazon links there, so you can see anything I talk about Amazon should be in there. I only put things in there that I have used. And these furniture markers, that mark that's there, see those little marks right there? Oops. See those little marks? We're going to make it go away. Just go like this. And they're gone. So I like this because it's the color of the side of the wood from being laser cut. And I can make those go away. So I'm going to be using this a lot if you want to know what it is. It's Rust-Oleum furniture marker. It comes in a pack with other colors, but the dark one is perfect because I can make those lines go away. Let me show you another one. Like this W right here. See how it's kind of where that part is that I sanded? I just make it go away. So this is pretty good to use. It's going to last forever. Keep the cap on. You don't want it to dry out. Just to run over any parts if you sand, like if you do any distressing or anything and you don't want the side to be exposed. To do that when you paint, you can go over it too to cover the paint color, sand it a little bit, and then go over with that. Okay, so let's do this one white first because let's get that out of the way. Oh yay! So if you guys comment, like the pinned post says, or is it pinned? Let me pin it. Oh, it is pinned. If you comment !new, the chat bot will actually send you the link. Hi, Joy. I know you know what? I've been just hiding. I'm not even going to lie about it. I'm tired of hiding. I'm missing you guys. Just trying to get life straightened out. Kids are back in school and feeling really motivated this past week, so that's good. These are baby wipes, and this is like almost dry, but I'm still going to use it. And if you're new here, my name is Carrie. I am Hot Mesh Mom. I do wood crafts and wreath products and all kinds of stuff. I'm into sourdough right now. Post about my kids, my garden, my sourdough, just all kinds of stuff. I didn't want this right there because I think this is going to be a problem because it's not that moist. But you know what? We're just going to go with it. Because I didn't want it like stark white. Because, you know, it's a ghost. But let me get this before it dries like that. I should have probably just painted it and then went over it with a sandpaper. I guess I need to get new wipes. Oh, it's crazy. I guess that's what happens when it's you know, you don't use these things. They just dry out. Maybe I could just put some water in there. I don't even know how you rehydrate these. Maybe I'll soak them or something. No, you guys, you know what? I've been, since I had surgery at the beginning of the year, I felt better body-wise, mentally-wise. It's just different for me. And, you know, if you have any questions, just, I know I'm not alone. Other people experience it too. I was on birth control for so long, and then having the hysterectomy and dealing with all of that, and then not being on birth control just made my brain feel different, is all I can say. And, you know, I know other women relate to that, and no, I have not started menopause yet. I'm going to be 49 this year, and I can't believe I said that out loud. But I do have to follow up with my doctor, so, and then they didn't renew my my metformin, so I haven't been on that in over a month, I think. So, you know what? We're just trying to live. Oh, I don't know how else to explain it other than that. Like, life sucks sometimes, and I know I'm not alone, but I know that I'm blessed, and sometimes I'm dramatic, and I think it's okay. You know what I mean? Okay, so they're white. She's white, so let's do her too. And you know what? It's just got this funky color on here, and I gotta remember to stay up this way. Cause let me see if I move this down a little bit. As long as I stay like where this square is, I think it'll be okay. And these things are so dry. All it's doing is sucking up the paint. Yeah. And, you know, Richard's still working the schedule that he's working. I miss him a lot. I think that has a lot to do with it, too. So it's just trying to find a new way of life. Oh, yay. Thank you. No. Let me turn that off. thinks everything is about her. Go away. I want this to be more white. I'm totally failing with this dry ass baby wipe here. Like, ugh, what is happening? So look, if your baby wipes dry out, look at this, not cooperating. Oh well. It is what it is. I don't even have enough here to, there's a little bit of moisture here. Let me see if I can get it off my hands. Oh well, it's washable. Just do it later. What else is white? Oh, okay. I need a little bit of white. We're just going to put it here in the thing here. I did cut, or I did take one of these ahead of time, my makeup sponges or cosmetics wedges. I just cut mine like this. I cut it into 4s, excuse me, and use it like that. Let's do, I don't have another cardboard. Give me just a second. I got a piece of cardboard here. We're gonna use this. What else? I'm all over the place. Oh, sourdough. I baked 5 loaves of sourdough yesterday. Three full loaves and 2 mini loaves. I delivered 2, asking my friends for feedback. Do they like them? Please just be honest with me. Tell me what you think. Those are all white. What else? That's it. Nothing else is white. So I'm going to take my cosmetic sponge and a little bit of paint here. Just go like this. Need more than that. And see, when you use the tape and the board, you don't have to worry about getting paint all over your hands. The piece just stays there. It does make a noise when you're tapping, but who cares? Like that. I think I like the ghostly, like translucent thing here of these ghosts. I need to get this on here, but you know what I'm going to do? She needs some black eyes, so I'm going to take my pencil. I don't know if the eyes were supposed to be there, but I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to line her up, and we're just going to paint black right there. Actually, let's take a marker. Hi, Angela. How are you? Take a paint marker. When you open your paint marker, never open it over your project because sometimes they leak and you won't know until you're actually doing the thing. You know what I mean? So we're just going to color that in because little Missy goes right here like this, and now she has some black eyes. See? So the paint markers are an investment. Lay them on their side. Here, let me show you really quick because I learned this the hard way. Do not stand them up. Lay them on their side. All of my markers, I even took these out of their, these are my new ones. I took these out of their little home that we had because I couldn't, I didn't have space for it. So all of my markers are on the side. I went through every single one of them, and these are all good. I threw out any of the other questionable ones because I did used to stand them up, and I found out that they're better to be laid on their side. Okay, now here's another thing that you could do. Take your black marker or paint, and I'm actually going to go around Not this one, I need that flat one. I'm going to go around the edge of this middle one, just so when I put the this top piece on, that you're not seeing white on. We're gonna go over this too. Okay. Then we're gonna take her. This is what I was talking about. Look at all this white on the edge. Now, when you buy the furniture markers, it does come with black. Don't do like me. These are felt tip. You don't need to push them in like these other markers. I pushed the black one in and I totally ruined it. I just threw it away because I didn't want to have to deal with leaking or any stuff like that. And I'm not pushing down, I'm just resting it there and then just tracing along. Now, the black one would have been nice for this because, you know, black, but this will do there. And now I just covered all the sides. So you could do the same thing on here too. Just take your marker, go on the side, anywhere where there's white that you don't want showing, especially if you get paint on the edges like me. I'm a messy painter. It is what it is. Like that. I think that one's okay, but this middle one, I really wanted it to be dark because we're going to, before I glue her down, we're going to do a little bit of shading. So, should I do that now? Just so I want to get her done so I can get her on there. Let me move my water. Okay, shading. I have this little thing here, probably got it from the dollar store, with my little stamper and this. I think this one is my black. This is brown. Yeah, you can see the difference. This is brown, so we're going to put that in there. I love this. Also on my Amazon wish list thing link. And you can see I did the pink and the blue. It comes with these pads, these sponge pads, and this Velcro, so I can switch it out. So I'm not buying a whole bunch of different pieces, or at least handle daubers for my distressing. So I have my distress crayon. I'm just going to run it here. And then we're going to go like this. See that? And I'm just barely doing this. I'm not like digging it in there, just a little bit. Ooh, look at, see how cool that is? When I started doing stuff, you guys, I didn't have all the tools. So if you can't do it, don't do it. There's other ways. There's other options. I used to do, use the makeup sponge, or just don't even distress it. You can just do a black line, you know, learn how to do take a paint marker and add features that way. This, I absolutely love this. Now, one thing you could do, this is getting covered with the hands right here, right? I didn't need to distress right here because that's where the boo goes. The bow, you don't need to distress the bow because that's where her bow is going. So you just want it where, right here's the popsicle, but there's a little piece right here, you know, and then over here. Look. How cute is that? What?
How do I open this?
On this drawer, there's a little bottle opener thing. You'll see it. And then we do that. See? Now, look at how cute she is with her distressing on there. And then this is a wax crayon. Just put the top on. We're going to leave this out because we're probably going to use it again. I'm just going to set it over here. Okay. What else? I think that's it for her. She's all ready to go. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I want to do right here where this little gumdrop hand is going to go, I want to put some black just because I don't want you to see the white, and that's going to get covered. And then the same thing up here for the bow. And if you guys can't stick around, just come back and watch the replay. It'll be on my page. I have been trying to download my videos and get them uploaded to YouTube as well, in case you guys want to watch there after they're deleted from here, because Facebook isn't holding on to live videos anymore since we're doing this live. That's the way it goes. So this is why when you add this here, I didn't want white showing through right here, and then I need to go back over this. But see how cute that is? Okay. So I think she's done. I think I'm going to glue her now because I want her to be set by the time it's time to get all the stuff glued on her. And I'm going to glue the spacers too. So let's do that, because these don't matter. Nobody's going to see these. Okay, so we're just going to put that there. Then let's get her on here. I kind of messed her up, and I'm like, well, I'm going to use her as a demo anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, and then hold the edges so I can make sure that she's nice and flush with the other parts. Oh, don't, I was going to stand it up, but don't stand it up because these spacer pieces are going to fall. Let me just make sure that these are all aligned. Looking good. Oh, yay! How exciting. She's so cute. Okay. They're doing away with group chats. Oh, no. Well, I could tell you something's going on with Instagram, too, because my Instagram keeps freezing. And I'll tell you, every time they change something, my stuff starts acting so weird. Okay, perfect. Now, you know what? I think this is good. Actually, you know what? Before we get going, I'm gonna distress the rest of this. Let's just do that, because once we're ready, I want to be able to get, oh, the hat. I don't need to do the hat because they're getting the hat, but I need to do this part. Well, maybe I should have done that. That's okay. The hat's getting something. I'll just do that. Let me see if I can do around the eyes a little bit. Just to kind of give him a little bit of shadow. Then over here, he's getting a hat. He doesn't need any of that, so we'll just go on the side. Down below. Group chats. I think I have a group chat. I don't really use it. They kept sending me notifications. Oh, you should try this new feature. And I'm like, ugh, I don't want to. Please, I get so many notifications about things. I don't want to be notified of another thing to use. I know you guys can understand. Like, quit it with the notifications. Angela, they started last Monday, so they already have a weekend. Owen is in 10th grade. Amelia is in 8th. And I'm kind of sad because next year Owen will be driving. He'll be 16. So, and the kids will be at the same school next year, so he'll be just driving his sister to school, and I'll just be sleeping in. Oh, too funny. Okay, let's switch places. We're going to move this over here, and now we're going to come over here. This whole thingy is going to be black. So let's do that first. Let me scooch this stuff out of the way, and then this is going to be black. So when you're using the wood glue, and this is the wood glue that I use, you can get it at the hardware store. You know, we get like Home Depot, or I think it's at Walmart too. This the glue sets pretty quickly. That's why I use the clips, and then it's fully cured after 24 hours. So when you're gluing this together, and I said, oh, don't stand it up yet. Don't stand it up yet because these things will slide off. But you want to just lay it flat. It'll be fine. Okay. I am gonna paint this. Let me grab a paintbrush that isn't all crusty. And we're just going to do this and hope for the best. The kids are doing so good. Owen is, I love school. I know my family probably gets tired of hearing me say it, but I loved school. I was on a roll my whole career, my whole school career from the beginning to the end. And my kids, Owen is just so smart. He's in all honors classes, and he's doing so well. Amelia did testing. She aced her testing this past week. They do state testing. They do like the metrics where they see where they're at. So she scored higher than her spring testing. So they do fall testing, which that's what this is now. Fall testing. And then they do another one in winter. They call it winter. I don't remember the date on that one. Maybe January. And then they do a spring one, which is, I don't know, May, I guess, or April or something. It's before school ends. So they're doing good. The only thing that's getting me is the groceries, the amount of groceries. And if someone's not a parent, they really don't understand what that means. Either a parent now or before, like kids that eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. And the groceries are, you just keep going back to the grocery store and you see things that were like, oh, this was, this price last week and now the price has gone up again. You're like, geez. I mean, you can't not buy groceries. Kids need to eat. You know what I mean? Yes, the kids like it. And they started a new elective at Amelia's school. They started this year, and she got it. It's called community service. Forgot what the full name is, but basically it's community service. So when we went to the meet and greet, talked to her teacher, because she had him last year, she has him again this year. Her history teacher's running this community service class, and basically they're not going to lead the class. It's going to be in classroom stuff, but right now they're writing letters on these little 3x5 cards for get well notes, and they're going to take to some I think maybe the children's hospital or something. So that's Amelia's jam. I knew as soon as he told me what it was, because I was like, what is this community service group about, or this class? And he started telling me, I'm like, oh, that's Amelia's jam. She's going to be so good. So she's been working on index cards, decorating them. She has all the paint markers and stuff of her own that she gets to use and draw. And she's been looking up different, designs and sayings and get well sayings. So she's just loving that. Owen, he's such a brainiac. He has honors, and then he has band. And then what else does he have? Oh, he has health class this year, so he's in that. And his other elective is beginning guitar, which was like his third choice. And I requested for him to be changed from that, but he's liking it. So he took graphic design last year, and he applied for graphic design too, but he didn't get it this year. And so he wants to be an engineer, and we're so lucky. UNLV here, the university here in Las Vegas, they have engineering school. So, and him, oh, here's another thing he's doing. He's doing dual enrollment. He started this year, where he takes, I think it's mostly junior and senior classes. He takes classes, and part of his honors classes he gets college credit for. So, and they all transfer to UNLV. So he's getting a jump start on his schooling while he's still in high school. But he wants to be an engineer, and, you know, graphic design, if he does anything on the computer or whatever, that would be perfect for him. But he didn't get it. He was kind of disappointed. So I just put the request in. It says don't keep emailing them. So I sent the request in once. We just got to hope for the best, I guess. I mean, it's not going to change, you know, what he's doing, but still. Like, why wouldn't you, if he took computer graphics 1 and he passed it and he didn't have any problems, why wouldn't you give him computer graphics 2? So, I don't know. And I'm just using the paintbrush on this because I already had it wet, but otherwise on these little pieces I would have just done the, whatchamacallit, the makeup sponge. Key Club? No, they don't have, no, it's, you know what, I was in Key Club when I was in high school. No, they didn't call it that. Hold on, let me see what it's called. I'll tell you right now. It's called, oh, Leaders in, what is it? Leaders in Action Community Service. So maybe they should call it Key Club. I don't know. It's the first year that they're offering it. So I don't know if he brought it up to have it or what. I don't know. Okay, black. The only thing left for black is this hat, green and black, but I'm not going to use the paintbrush, so I'm just looking to make sure. Oh, nope, that's black too. Okay, so black, black, hat is black, brim is black, this is black and green, but I'm going to use the marker. And that's it. Okay, paintbrush away. Put the black away. We don't need black, we don't need white. What else is next? Let's do, what's that? Let's do, let's move these. Oh, hold on, let me get this. I got some black on the side here. I'm just going to run this so it doesn't get all over, because I just touched it and it got all over my hands. Look. Yep, here too. Just to make sure there's no like globs of it on here. Okay, I'm going to move this away. What else? What else is going on? Oh, and part of Owen's dual enrollment, he gets to wear free dress, so he doesn't have to wear a uniform. He's really excited about that. I don't know. They're just, you know what? The kids are both of them are taller than me, by the way. I know we haven't really, you know, posted too much about them in a long time. Oh, there's a goober on here. And I know I've been kind of quiet with things with them, too. They're both taller than me, so there's that. What else? I don't know. I just love being a mom. I make their lunch, get their water bottles ready for them. Make sure they have breakfast in the morning. Shuttle them wherever they need to go. Owen has band practice 7 to 9 p.m. And I don't like driving at night because I can't see very well, so that's fun. I have to drive with the window down so I can see next to me. It's the joys. Oh, I need more. I'm probably going to do another coat of this purple because it is really translucent and light. I want it a little bit darker or a little bit more solid. Get some of that off there. So I'm going to come back to that. I'm just going to leave that there. And then let's do some of this yellow. Okay, so colors, white and black. And then I have just a lilac mist, which is just a light purple. I use a lot of Apple Barrel products. This one's a satin, but I don't care, but it's Sunbeam for the yellow. So let's do that. Actually, I don't need any more white, so I'm going to actually cut this off. Oops, the part that I used for the white, and now I'm going to use it for the yellow. And if you like using paint markers, you could use the paint markers for these too. Instead of painting all these little pieces, I'm going to have to do a second coat on the yellow. So we'll come back to that one. Let's see how the purple's going before that dries out. That's looking good. Definitely a second coat. Maybe even the third. Let me see how it goes when this dries. Joy, Owen is in 10th and Amelia's in 8th. When I started doing this was in what, 2017? So 8 years ago. We always joke around when we started, the kids were barely above the table in here. When we got this, and they used to be, when we first moved in the house, Owen and Amelia were so small that they would hide underneath the island. It has an overhang, and they would hide under there. That's how small they were. It's too funny. I know they're so big. Owen just turned 15. Amelia's going to turn 14 in October. And then this is my last year of driving them. Next year they'll be at the same school because I'll transfer her to the high school. They're in a charter school system. And then Owen will be driving by then because he'll get his driver's license over the summer, and then he'll start junior year being a driver. Isn't that scary? Okay, I'm going to take, let me see what this green looks like. So I'm going to take one of my markers. This marker set is in my Amazon. So the top is black. So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do the green first, so if I go over the line, I can always come back and do the black. And I'm barely even resting it on there. And you guys, I haven't really said anything about it. I do need to make a post. I asked Owen to do a live with me someday, but he is part of Owen's band, his premier band. It's a concert band. It's the highest one he has, I think. Yeah, he's in premier band. They got invited to go to Carnegie Hall this next year in 26, and so he's in making payments on it for the trip, but he's in to go play in Carnegie Hall with his band. So we're trying to go as a family too. That's in March. So how exciting is that? I don't think this is bright enough, so let me see about painting some green on there. I'm gonna do, these are orange, and these are green. So actually, oh my gosh, he's yelling right now. We're gonna flip these like this. Let's see how this comes out. Because I like the neon-ish green, and this marker was not that. See the difference? Well, you can barely see the difference. The lighting is terrible in here. It is so great. So remember when we went to California last year for his trip? It's called the Pacific something or other, and that competition led to them being referred to the Carnegie Hall people, and they saw the tape, and his band, his premier band, was picked. They only picked 12 out of the 50 submissions. So he was one of the 12. So we're going to Carnegie Hall. So cool. Owen's kind of excited about it, like in a funny way, because he's never been on a plane before. He's never been on a plane before. So I'm thinking, oh man, I gotta fly him somewhere this year before he gets on a plane for a whole day. It's a very expensive trip. So the school is kind of new with the band boosters. I haven't heard anything, so I think they're still waiting on getting approved. So they haven't done really any like fundraisers for it. So thank God for Owen's grandparents, my mom and dad. They're funding it. So Owen is so blessed to have that. Otherwise, I'd be selling my kidney to pay for that trip. If you know what I mean, if your kids have ever been on a band trip before, holy cow, crazy. Angela, it's a I get these. This just came from Walmart. They're makeup sponges, wedge applicators, and I cut it. Let me show you. So I just rip it off. They're all stick together. I just rip it off, and I cut it here in the middle, like across this line, cut it here, and then I cut them in pieces. And then I just keep using them. Like the white one, I clipped off the end of it, and that's what I'm using for the yellow. And I just keep them here on my on this palette, and then this gets hard and unusable, and then I just snip it off, because sometimes, like, I only need a little bit, you know what I mean? Like for the yellow, I don't need a big makeup sponge for that. And then even this purple is a little area, so this is a piece of the cut makeup sponge, and then I just leave them here like this, and then when I go to use it, I just tap it into the paint like this, and then sometimes there's goobers on there, and I just kind of like flick them off. But it's so I don't get paint all over the place. And it's such a little thing. Other than painting black on that black piece, because that's a big piece, I would have used black here too. You're not using a whole bunch of paintbrushes. I'm so glad I got turned on to these, because, oh my gosh, it has saved me so much aggravation. Okay, orange. And then these are orange. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these white guys off of here, these little gumdrop ghost hands, and I'm going to put the crew here. So we're going to do, can you see me? Oh, you can barely see me. We're going to move this to the side, and I'm going to take this, and I'm going to do like this. When I use the tape, make sure it's down. See how these don't come off? So now I can move this around. I don't have to worry about that. But sometimes when you use the tape over and over and over again, they get not sticky, and then you have movement. So why don't we do this? And you're going to be able to see me, because I'm going to do all this orange. And we're going to go over here, put some orange, and get the other sponge. So I just put orange paint in there, and I'm tapping it because I don't want a big old glob of it. Is this whole thing orange? Yeah. I'm probably going to have to do another coat because this is not bright. I think because the MDF kind of soaks it up a little bit, so you just do, depending on the color, you know, plus I want it like really nice and vibrant. I'm going to do that, another coat. And just tapping away, tap, tap, tap. Try not to squeeze it too hard, like smash it down on the thing, because then the paint will, you know, squeeze out. I don't want that. I really don't want paint on the side, so just tap, tap, tap. If you want to paint with a brush or a marker, I think you just do whatever you want. I painted with a brush for a long time before I had the markers, and I painted with brushes and markers before I started doing this, and now I'm like, oh my gosh, where has this been all my life? This is so easy. And these little makeup sponge bags. I know they have them on Amazon, but if you go to Walmart, they're only a couple bucks. And there's 32 sponges, and you see how much I cut them. You're really, you know, getting your penny's worth on here. Not that you have to cut them, but to me, using it one time and then throwing it away is such a waste. You know? Actually, I kind of like the way that looks. It's a little distressed with the color of it. But I do want to put another coat, so I'm going to do that. Put more paint. Man, Dolly is being so good. Wonder if Richard has her outside. She's like so quiet. Really, like earlier, right before I went live, she just started barking like there was someone at the door. And we're like, you know, we have rings so we can see and we can hear chimes for us. No, she just started barking out of nowhere. Probably heard a truck going down the street or something. I was like, oh my gosh, please don't start. I took her to bed. I got her shots, her updated shots, and got her wellness exam. Doctor said she looks good, but she could lose a little weight. So I was following the directions on the bag. It said 1.5 cups. So she said it's okay to give her just a cup, breakfast and dinner. So that's good. But she did say, oh, give her some green beans for a treat. So I got some green beans today for her. Okay, I think everything's done. Before I add everything, I'm going to do some, we're going to do some little bit of shading here. We're going to do the little gumdrop hands here. And you see I didn't add anything else on here. It's because there's so much product on here, it's not even necessary. If you want it darker, you can. Excuse me, but I just want it light. Just to create that little shadow, you know. Actually, I think there's not anything else. I think it gets dried out on here and just stops doing the thing. But now that I put on there fresh, now it's going to be pretty heavy. I don't want it too much. Can you see me? Oh, yeah. So I'm just tapping, kind of smushing it on there. Okay, what else needs black? The other stuff actually has white on it. So let me see. Do I have a white one in here? I think I'm going to use the other side of this green one. So I'm going to take this black one off because I had a whole thing of these sponges. I don't know where they went. They're not in here. That's my sandpaper. They're not in there. Let me look one more place. No. Oh yeah, look, I just found them. This is how they come. So I'm going to take that green one off. I'm just going to have a white one by itself. Because do I have white? Oh, I do have white. I was like, do I have white? I do have white. So when you're looking, if you want the distress crayons, there is a neutral one. I want to say it's number 3. I don't know. They have all these sets. I got the one with the black and brown, gray. It's like all neutral. I think it was these ones here. I think it was this. But because I do use the brown ones a lot too. But I also have a color one. Here's the other one that I have. Because you saw the pink and the blue, I have this one too. Like for pink cheeks, you know, it's nice to add some of these onto the pieces that have this color too. I wish I could get more sets too. I just haven't done any of that. Okay, so new one, let's get the white on here. And these are just the wax crayons. This isn't going to show, but I'm going to load this puppy up. Actually, I'm just going to go all the way around. I don't know if anybody else does something better. That's just what we're going to do. And it's on everything. So, you know what? We're just going to see about adding a little bit of this white. I know it's probably hard to see in here because the way the lighting is, but you can kind of see it. I'm going to have to see how she does hers. She might have used something different because that's barely showing up. Maybe like that. She does do this. Like highlight it. But this is drying out. Well, I can't say it's drying out. It's just overused. I use this for so much. But that looks cute. I think I'm going to skip on the white. I think I'm going to do the black because it's not showing up and it's going to make me frustrated. Oops. So we'll just go back to black, okay? Let me put the white one over here. Get a little bit more on here. Let's do, oh, I still need to do that too. Let's do I'm going to do this a little bit. Maybe just like the tops and the bottoms. Oh, I did that a little bit heavy-handed. Oh, wow. Yep, I'm just going to do the top and the bottom of these. Because why not? And then once we're done with this, I'm going to go over the sides with the furniture marker and make sure there's no paint on the sides. This is probably almost done with dinner too. I don't know if I'm hungry because I've been eating freaking sourdough all day, you guys. Oh my gosh. My signature, my like absolute specialty is the tomato garlic, roasted tomato garlic bread, and it's tomatoes from my garden. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I would eat the whole thing if I could. you guys know what would happen if I ate a whole thing of sourdough? I would start to look like a sourdough. It is so freaking good, though. And I have to taste everything. So yesterday I made 2 plain loaves, and we delivered those to some friends to try out and give me feedback. Because I'm like, my family's going to tell me they love it. I need someone to be honest and give me some feedback here. Plain with nothing in it, no inclusions, just the ingredients. And then I did, oh my gosh, what's the name of it? Oh, I think it's Members Mark. It's a Sam's brand. I got rosemary garlic seasoning, and that was in 1 main loaf. And then 2 mini loaves, I did another plain, and then I did a tomato basil. No, tomato garlic. I didn't put basil in it. So freaking good. And then I have a customer that wants a tomato garlic. So I'm going to make that in the morning. Fed my starter, feed her again in the morning. Okay, where is this going? This is going there. And you know what? There we go. There's that. What else needs something? The purple needs something. No, I'm going to go this way. And then this is going to be that way, so it needs to be here. Yeah, don't wait for me, babe. It's fine. Okay, that. Okay, and the bats. So the bats, I'm just going to do the tops. Like that. Oh, yeah. Looking cute. Oh, my gosh. Sourdough is so good. Angela, do you make it? Are you a sourdoughy person, too? I'm obsessed. I can't even joke around about it. I'm literally obsessed with it. I'm going to do, I don't want too much on his glasses. I'm just going to do the sides right here. I'm going to leave that green one, and then I need to do this hat here. Ooh, it's looking so cute. I'm glad I went with the black. I love the way the black looks. I like the way that the demo piece looks with the white, but this black is like, look at that. I hope you guys can see it a little bit. I know the light's kind of wonky in here. Let me turn this one on too. Let me see. Does that help? A little bit. Okay, did all that. I didn't do the stars. I think I'm just going to highlight the stars. Let's see. I'm going to take, let's try a yellow on yellow. How does she have it? She just has it like, oh no, you can't even see it. You can't even see, oops. It's like the same color. So let's try this one. Let's see if this accents it a little bit. Oh yeah. I'm just going to do that. And then, what about this? Let's do that. Okay, I'm going to start gluing. Let's glue this baby together. Let's glue this on first. That way I can push the other pieces on without disturbing it, maybe? Let me see. How am I going to do that? Do that, and then I can push those down, or do it and push this down. You know what? We're just going to jump right in. Who cares? Try not to have a heavy hand. Okay, let's go. So the lines are there to help. But the black on black is definitely messing with my eyes. Or trying to see the line, the black here. So you can, when you put the glue down, you can move it around a little bit just to kind of get it to where it's there. And I think it's my eyes don't want to see. Is the W right? Looks like it's right. It's there now. Let me turn it this way. I'm trying to see that the light shining off of it. Oh well, it is what it is. I'm just going to leave it on there. But you know what? I am going to try. Let's try the white on here. Let's see if we can get this. Let's see if we can get the white to show up on here. Very gently. I don't need to do anything here because the piece is going to be there, but it's right there. Oh yeah, that's doing something. Look at that. On top of that, and the stem right there. Okay. I'm trying not to disturb the letters either. Just going to run that on there like that. That doesn't look too bad. I know you can't really see it. I'm going to have to take a picture, but I can see it on my end. It's just the white, just adding like this little shadow, little glow to it. I'm glad I did the black on the orange and then the white on here, so it looks like it's like on a cloud a little bit, I guess. Okay. It'll do. So now let's get this on here. So I want it here, I want it here, and then here. That's a lot of glue. Just like that. Put the glue on here because you don't want to put it all on here. Not all of this is touching the wood, right? And then line it up to the lines. That you have. That worked out good. Ooh, it's getting heavy too. I have the fan blowing on me. I need to cover this glue in between because it's drying out. Okay, there's that. Now what else? I wish I could send you some. No, I'm working on getting my cottage license so I can actually do sourdough, but one of the things is I'm not allowed to sell online. So each state has their own rules. And it doesn't say anything about online sales. So I don't know. Just want to make sure everything is the way it should be. But I ended up buying my starter because I was frustrated, you guys. I wasted so much flour when I first got started because I was trying to get my starter established. I just couldn't do it I don't know. I think it was back in December I was doing it, and I was having such a hard time. And then I saw that people actually bought sourdough starters, and so I saved so much money doing that. Wish I had known before I got started, you know. And now I just keep my starter alive. It's doing so well. Haven't named it though. I don't know. Nothing's really come out to me about naming it. Okay, now I'm just doing the sides to make sure there's no funky spots that aren't going to look right on here, especially where that little tab was that uh, I sanded, and then maybe the eyeballs. Yeah. A little bit there. What else is going on? I don't know. Not much, you guys. I'm just a normal mom, housewife, person with normal things in my life. This is the one I wanted to do. You know what I mean? Nothing exciting is happening over here. Although I did run out of material, and because we order and they're out of state, they're in Utah. I have to wait until Tuesday, so there's always that. I mean, that's a good problem to have, right? I need to order more material. Oh, I made a new diva. If you haven't seen that, what else? Okay, I think that's it for that stuff, just to get this glued on here. Let's go. Shows. I finished The Hunting Wives. That was a bit much. I've moved on to, I'm on season 3 of Sullivan's Crossing. Cute. The acting is questionable. It's a little weird sometimes. Okay, season 3 started out really weird. We know something happened, but you just jumped right in. Didn't get an explanation. That was weird. What else? I'm watching Summer I Turned Pretty. I'm on season 3 of that. And then I'll just move on to the next thing that I can watch. I usually binge it at night when the kids go to bed, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. I can't keep my eyes looking at anything out here anymore. Just gonna go watch a show. That's what I do. Put my show on. This is looking so cute. You know what I didn't do? I didn't do, oops, shading around his little eyes right here. Let me just put a little bit like that. Okay, let's do those next. I'm just going to put a little dot. Doesn't need a lot. I hope these are all sized the same. I didn't keep them separate. And there's lines on there to line those up too. This is coming out so cute. I love it. Hi, Lourdes. That's funny. My son has a new friend, and her name is Lourdes. He said, Lourdes said. And I'm like, oh, okay, who's Lourdes? Lourdes told him all about her. She's in dual enrollment, too, so that means she's in some of his honors classes. So she's a little smart cookie, too. And he said, Lourdes said something about something. And I'm like, son, I already told you that. He's like, oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Boy makes me crazy. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but using the white on here really makes it glow. And I know the light is weird because I have the overhead and then I have the two ring lights on. Then I turn my desk lamp on. But it really makes it glow a little bit. Oh, you can really see it there too. Oh yeah, look at, see how I have it? Look at the highlight on that. Just by using the distress crayon and the little counter thing. Okay, so this one is black on white. So I'm going to take, where's my marker at? I'm going to take the marker. One of these is flat. It's not that one. Okay, this is flat. So I'm just going to take the marker and go around the edge. That way the white doesn't show through where the hat is going to be. Okay. I'm just going to do that. Put that on there. I know this is looking so stinking cute. Okay, making sure that this is lined up. I'm just going to squeeze it and hold it in place for a second so it doesn't move. Joy, I totally agree. I'm irritated with Conrad too. Like, excuse me, sir, shit or get off the pot. You know what I mean? But I'm, okay, no spoilers. I'm halfway through season 3. It's where she's back at Cousins. So if someone hasn't watched it yet, that's not giving anything away. She's just back at Cousins, okay? Okay, this, I need more white over here on the brim of this hat here. And you know what? I put so much on here, and it's white on white. I can't see where. Ooh, that looks cute. So you can see it on the camera. See how that's shadowed like that? That's because I added the white on there. Added my big old fingerprint too, but. Ooh, I love it. Okay, let's do this. I knew that was going to happen. Okay, let me take my green paintbrush. I'm just going to grab that. And then this gets the orange. Let's do that. Okay. I'm kind of upset with Belly's mom too, just for the way that she's treated her up until the episodes that I've seen. I'm like, these people are adults. Like, I get it, but these people are adults. It's not like she's a little baby girl. And the way the dad treats Jer, oh my gosh. I wouldn't have none of that. Absolutely not. Okay, what else? There's a star, so we're going to put a star here. Glasses go right here. So, okay, so if you're unsure about putting glue around like small areas like this, you could always squeeze the glue like on your palette or somewhere. Like you could do it right here. It'll dry. You could pick it off. and then use a paintbrush, but we're just going to live life on the edge here and just go try to be light-handed. You could even run it around with your finger. It's water soluble, so it washes off. I just have my paint rag next to me. Don't be afraid to get in there and get dirty. This crusty thing is for paint stuff, so just do that. But this is looking cute. Okay, what else? It looks a little cross-eyed, but that's where the things were. This green thing, so we're just going to put this on there. Let's do some black on here. Just a little bit to zhuzh it up. Do the same thing, just put a little swirl of this. Kind of want to make sure it gets on the end too. This goes down here like this. What, Dahlia? Like that. Oh my gosh, this is coming together so good. Let me move this up a little bit more so you can see. What else? That's on. That's all on. That. The hat. The bat. There's a bat that goes right here. So we'll just do that. Oh, that was a lot of glue. Let me just scrape some of that away. So I have paintbrushes. Like, these are not good quality. I just have a whole thing of paintbrushes, these green handle ones. I don't even know where I got them. I use these for glue, like what I'm doing here, and for my Mod Podge, like when I'm putting glitter on my Divas. That's what these are for. So I treat them a little bit less strict than like water or paintbrushes, just because these are glue. And then I used to put the glue ones and Mod Podge ones in the water with my paintbrushes, and I stopped doing that because it just changed, like got gummy in there, and I don't like it. So when I go to wash my brushes, I'll just wash all of them. I got this brush cleaner. This is amazing. All I do is get the brush wet, and then I just like swirl it in there, and just it takes a little bit, and then I let it sit, and I go through and I like rub them, especially like that when it's got crusties on it. I'll just clean it, and this is so amazing. It's a conditioner as well. Oh, it says preserver, brush cleaner and preserver. It has done so much good stuff for my paint brushes, especially the ones that are all nasty and crusty. Just to kind of like bring them back to life. Okay, so there's that, and then I think everything else is just on here. All the rest of this guy is done, other than like adding some, oops, this kind of thing, some little doodads on here. We could do, let me see, I'm going to do, oh, you know what? I'm going to take a purple one. Let's take this light purple. Let's see how this looks, because the bat is purple. Let's do like that. Ooh, that looks cute. Yay. And then across here. Like that. What else? There's some white on here, but I mean, I could use the purple. Does it matter? No, not really. Three dots in a line. Okay, that looks kind of cute. I don't have the steadiest hand, but this is looking super cute. I'm going to come this way. Just doing some little doodads here. Let's go like this. Okay. I know I should probably put them all on the same side, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. It's fine. Someone will have to say something. I don't know. Just leave it. What else is on here? I'm gonna, since this little purple one is working good, I'm gonna go back over this white here. Okay, now I'm gonna finish this guy up here. So this has some white distressing, so let's do that. We'll get back to that. Look, this is what happens when you push too hard. I think I was trying to make something happen. I didn't need to push that hard. It just needs to be like flicked on there a little bit. Like that. Oh, let me go over, where's my black marker? I'm just going to do the edge real quick. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I know I haven't been live in a long time. I'm still here, still hanging on, still hustling, doing the thing. Just life, I guess you could say. Hey girlfriend. I missed something. Hi Veronica, how are you? Herman, do you have a minute? I think it's still 100. Spend $100, get free shipping. This guy and the other two, I posted it earlier. I posted on Friday. Let me show you really quick. These pieces are 20% off today. It ends today. So if you have the arches, I added a new arch. This guy and this new fence leaner sign here. These are all 20% off in the new items. So if you want to grab that, once I get material, I'm gonna have a lot of new stuff coming. You know what? I messed up, and it is what it is. Okay, so let's do right here, 1, 2, 3, and then just go around here, and then there's what's that? Oh, on the underside of the brim, 1, 2, 3, like that. Nothing on the backs. Okay. And then the rest of the hat, this goes like that. Right? Yep. Okay. The other little back goes down here. And the star goes there. The buckle goes there. This, did I already do? Yeah, I already did this. Okay. I'm just going to do it here. Don't need a whole lot of glue. And then hold it to make sure it's all even. Oop. Yeah. This past week just went by so fast. And I forgot what day it was, even though that doesn't even make sense because I had to know what day it was because the kids' schedule. So Owens had practice, then there was a parent meeting. It's like, that looks so stinking cute. Okay, the buckle. Let's get a little glue on there. And this is going to go like right here. Excuse me. Little star. Go right there. And then I'm going to take this light purple again, and we're just going to do, there's little dots on the black. We're just going to do that. And then over here, Oh, this should have been down a little bit, so I'm just going to scooch. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think that's it. This kind of glows on this orange right here, looking cute. Oh, the little bat down here. Okay. There's everything. It's got some weight to it. How stinking cute. Okay, recap. If you're just joining or if you hadn't heard me say, all the things that I've been showing you are in my Amazon shop. These that I use for the edges, this is a furniture marker. It comes in a set. This is the dark brown for like the edge, Amazon. The little pouncers, this interchangeable one, I love. It came with a whole pack of, look, all these sponges. So that's why I can say, oh, this is the white one, this is the black one, and then I have the other colors, okay? And you just change them out like that. The paint markers, Amazon shop. Even the crayons should be in there. This wood set is in my shop. There should be a thing you could do, exclamation new. It'll send you the link. This is called the Boo Crew Shelf Sitter because if you're doing this at home, I would wait to set this up because you don't want your pieces falling. You want everything to be glued until it's totally cured. But you're going to snap that in there. We started out by gluing that, and this is how it goes. I know you guys are at a funky angle, but this is how it stands up. Now you can see all this side right here. This is where we're going to take the marker, the furniture marker, and I just spend time and I go over here. If you don't have a furniture marker, just take black. Dahlia, no, no. You could take your black marker, do the same thing, go over it. I don't really want to keep this standing up because we just glued these pieces, but that's the whole idea. Yes, girl, look, furniture marker. Rust-Oleum furniture marker. This is the dark brown, and it's a felt tip. It's not one that you smash in. And it comes with these. They're all the color of the wood. They have a set. There's a black one too, but I ruined the black one. So, actually, I think I used this one, the tip of it, on some of my Divas for the dark brown accent. But these are furniture markers, and I love the dark one to go on the side here like this. So you're hiding your little imperfections. Okay, so if you don't have a furniture marker, you could just use a black marker. Guys, I didn't have any of that when I started. Get a Sharpie or something. You don't have to have all the fun stuff. I now have the fun stuff, but I didn't start out that way. So what I do here, if you want to know how to stand this up, or you don't have to glue it, I take a piece of tape. Let's take our painter's tape. Take a piece of tape, and I go right over the bottom because it has a hole like this. Okay? You can see the blue in there. Load this up with paint. Not full because it's going to come out, but you want it to touch the bottom. Load it up with paint and stick it in there. And that way it gets paint in there. Or, this is pretty snug. You can not glue it, and then when you want to store it, now you can store it flat, whatever. I do glue mine. She is a good girl, but she's probably barking at someone driving down the street that has nothing to do with us. You know what I mean? But look at how the distressing is on here. How cute. I love the little ghosty white with the whatchamacallit, what I use, the baby wipe. And then the purple, look at how this pops on here with the purple. Instead of using white, it's like it has a glow on it. And then this is what the back looks like. I didn't sand this, so you see the little pieces. And that's it, you guys. You could even paint this black down here if you want, just so it blends in when you're putting it in the base, but you don't have to do that. So this is what your shelf sitter is going to look like this, and it's going to sit wherever you want. I'm going to eat dinner and take some pictures. I'm going to let this lay flat for a little bit longer. Now, if you're going to glue the bottom here, what I would do is slide this over to the edge of your table. So this is laying flat and this is hanging off your table. So you're getting a nice, make sure this is pushed up against her. You're getting a nice flat fit. You don't want this resting like this and then it gets glued in there kind of wonky, okay? So that's what I do. I'll just put the glue in there, slide this over to the edge of the table. So the table's like this. This is hanging off, but this whole piece is flat, and then you're getting a nice fit on there. Okay. That's it, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I promise that I'm going to be live a little bit more. I have to work out a schedule now that the kids are back at school. If I do my lives in the morning, that would be better because the afternoon Owen gets out at 2:25. So like by the time I get home, I'm starting all my stuff. I'm like going to get him already from school. It's crazy. So if I do my lives in the morning, that would be better because after school is craziness going to get Amelia because they're still at 2 different schools. So anyways, I love you guys. I appreciate you. I hope you like this. And if you grab the shelf sitter, this is how I would paint it. And my Amazon links, if you go to my bio here on Facebook for Hot Mish Mom, I have my Amazon link there. You can go check out, see what other doodads I have in there. And I will see you guys later. Have a good night. Bye.